Hey, what's up, everyone? Ralph here. So, can AMD compete with Nvidia? Because obviously, when it comes to these computer chips, Nvidia is number one, right? They're the big dog. Everyone's trying to compete, catch up with them. And obviously, because of this whole AI wave, everybody's trying to jump on the AI wave. Nvidia has a head start, right? Because a lot of these companies are using their chips to power their push for AI, and obviously that gives them a really good head start because obviously they're industry leader when it comes to these chips. But obviously, you have competition, right? Because of AI, that allows for other people to want to compete and say, you know what, they want to develop chips, and that competition is a good thing, right? Competition always a good thing. It makes you better. But I'm sure if you're an investor, you're like, you know what, I just want Nvidia to dominate so you can make the money. But obviously, that's not how things work. But obviously with AMD, they're creating their own chips, and other companies as well, trying to compete with Nvidia. And like I said, Nvidia is the lead dog, but you have the next closest thing is AMD, and they're developing chips that's also looking to compete with Nvidia. Because I think what Nvidia has, what, the H100, and I think what AMD comes out with their new MI300 series. So this is going to lead for a lot of competition, and people are wondering, like, can AMD compete with Nvidia in the whole AI space when it comes to the manufacturing chips. So let's look at their stock real quick because AMD. Let's look at AMD real quick because they had a good jump yesterday because of this new development with their chip. So so on the day they were up today they're up almost 4%, 3.76%. For the week, they're down 3.7%. But let's go to year to date. Year to date, they're up 80%. So they're doing pretty well so far this year. So let's check out Nvidia, and we already know how Nvidia is probably going to do. They're killing it right now in the space. So yeah, so let's check out right now. So for the day, they're up 1.28%. For the week, they're down 2.72%, and year to date they're up 211%. So obviously you can see that Nvidia is just tearing it up. They're killing it right now, and everybody's trying to catch up with them. And like I said, they have a head start because a lot of these companies are using their chips right now. So they've already said, all right, we're using Nvidia, we're used to it. So it makes it tougher for other ones to compete. But the good thing about this whole wave of AI is that if you're someone that's competing in that space, you're going to also do well as you're going to do well also. Probably not as well as Nvidia, but you're going to catch on to that wave. And that's what I think a lot of these companies are doing. So let's read a quick article about what's going on with AMD. So it says AMD launches new AI chips as battle with Nvidia heats up. So it says AMD on Wednesday launched its clearest challenge yet to the dominance of Nvidia in the red hot market for chips. The powerful artificial intelligence applications. AMD stock wavered following the announcement. At a company event Wednesday, AMD launched its Instinct M1 300 series accelerated family. As previewed earlier this year, the chips are designed to handle the massive workloads of AI applications. This pace of innovation is faster than anything I've ever seen before. Chief Executive Lisa Su said for the San Jose, California event. For us at AMD, we are so well positioned to power that end-to-end infrastructure that defines this new AI era. Su forecasts that the market for AI accelerated chips is data centers will surge 70% annually to reach more than $400 billion in 2027. So you can see that AMD is already gearing up for their run. So they're already doing well. People are they're known. Everyone understands that AMD is definitely a company to not deal with. Company to compete with. So it says AMD unveiled the M1 300 family of chips designed to handle the heavy computing workloads in AI systems. The company had projected more than $2 billion in 2024 sales from new chips. The rise of AI included generative AI applications such as OpenAI's ChatGPT and Google's Bard sparked strong demand for the chips that can offer more significant processing power. Nvidia, known for powerful chips used in gaming and Hollywood special effects, took the early lead when AI started to become a big trend a decade ago. Now AMD is looking to challenge Nvidia, whose H100 AI chip considered the market leader. So that's the thing. Like Nvidia had this, when it comes to AI, Nvidia was starting this a while ago. Everybody was using them for a while now. So they have such a head start in that. And this is why Nvidia exploded the way they did. Like so many companies, so many people are using their chips to power this AI. It makes it difficult for other companies to compete. Now, they're going to be companies that do well. Obviously, AMD is doing well. But, to catch up to Nvidia, it's going to be very difficult to be take over that lead because Nvidia is just dominating. And I own the closest thing I have to Nvidia is I have the Nvidia, I forgot what it's called. It's like the Fire Stick. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I have a product of theirs, and I love it. Their product is amazing. So Yeah, so it says all right. So stock focused on inference. So it's a CEO Su said AMD's newest chip has industry leading capacity and bandwidth. The chip is equal to existing competition and running training for data models. Su said, but she said AMD's chip is expected to outperform rivals in inference of running AI applications after the models have been trained. I have to say that this is truly the most advanced product we've ever built, Su said, and it's the most advanced AI accelerator in the industry. Su also updated AMD's projection for the market for the AI chips for data centers, which the company had estimated would grow from 30 billion in 2023 to 150 billion in 2027. The company now sees that the total market instead reaching more than 400 billion. It's really clear that the demand is just growing much faster than anticipated. And that's the thing, like AI is such a dominating force. Like everyone is trying to get on this whole AI train that, if you can create a solid product, you're going to benefit from that, right? And AMD obviously is doing that. So now it says how it's going to challenge Nvidia, right? If it can. So it says Nvidia's processor runs the most data centers that are powering generative artificial intelligence product. That has helped power back-to-back quarters with triple-digit sales growth for Nvidia. Further, Nvidia stock's 215 gain this year is tops in the S&P 500. But challengers are coming along with AMD's announcement Wednesday. Intel next week will host an event called AI Everywhere to highlight new processors for data centers. AMD stock has gained about 70% this year, helped by its push into AI data center products. Further, the company's latest earnings reports broke a streak of 3 quarters with year-over-year earnings declines for AMD. AMD stock gained nearly 10% today, and after it published its results on October 31st, headlined by the company's projection of more than 2 billion 2024 sales for its M13 accelerators. The 2024 sales projection supports the view that AMD is well positioned to participate in the large and growing Gen AI compute market, wrote Goldman Sachs analyst Toshiya Hari in November 1st. Client note. So yeah, so can they compete with them? I'm sure they're gonna give them a run for their money, but let's be honest. Like Nvidia is the dominant leader in this space. If you're an investor in Nvidia, then you already know how much money it's been able to make you. And then if you're a believer of the whole Nvidia product, then you understand how much, how many companies and how it's used when it comes to AI. Everyone is using it. So I mean, obviously AMD is a stock to look out for, a company to look out for. I'll definitely keep my eye on it. But when it comes to Nvidia, man, Nvidia is a big dog, and it's gonna be hard to really compete or outpace what Nvidia is doing. So yeah, so that's all I got for you guys today. If you got any comments or questions, make sure to leave it down below. Hit the like button and share. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe. All right, so you guys take care and have a good one. Later.